Hey guys, I'm bluegamer.net, and today in this video I wanted to go over the Astro A50 headset by Astro, called the A50, and I want to go over how I'm using it, how to hook it up. A lot of people have questions. I'm always seeing online people asking me what to do. I know before I bought my headset, I was trying to figure out how am I going to hook it up the way my setup works. So let me explain my setup. I've got a Yamaha receiver with 4 HDMI inputs. So I've got the Xbox One, PS4, PS3, 360, Wii U, PC all hooked up. Now that's more than 4. I do have one of the ports that has an automatic powered HDMI switch that I have the PC, the 360, and the PS3 going to. Okay? So from all these sources, I want to be able to get the audio and to go into the A50. So this is how it works. The mix amp on the A50 has an optical in. So in order to get the audio, you need to use the Toslink optical cable. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. So the thing is, the Wii U doesn't have that, okay? And but I want to find out some way to still be able to get the Dolby Digital sound to the headset. Now, my TV has an optical out. The thing is, it doesn't have the HDMI pass-through for the Dolby Digital 5.1 to go out. So when I was using it, I was really only getting stereo sound or maybe some other surround sound that the TV has built in that it turns the audio into. What I ended up doing is buying one of these, this HDMI to HDMI and audio converter. Basically what it does is I have the HDMI that would, so I have all my consoles plugged into the receiver and the HDMI out that goes to the TV. Instead of going to the TV, it goes into this box. Okay? So then the HDMI then comes out of this box to the TV so I can get my video signal. And there is an optical out on here. So what I'm doing is I'm having the optical out going to the mix amp of the A50, and I'm still able to get the sound into my receiver if I don't want to use my headset, the A50. But I can still use the headset and get the sound. So I'm getting sound both ways. So that is how I'm able to get the sound, the Dolby Digital 5.1, from all of those consoles into the Astro A50. Now, some of the older consoles, so like the original Xbox, PS2, I can still do optical. Not too big of a deal to me on those. There is on the back of the mix amp an input, an auxiliary input, and there's a way on my receiver where I have those consoles as well hooked into analog audio, and there is an audio out that goes into that. So I could still get the audio from the analog sources. There is one problem I'm having, and I don't understand it, and I'm trying to look into it. With the Xbox One, the HDMI audio, it through the headset, it cuts in and out. It's not all the time, but it's sometimes. If I'm playing longer and longer, it happens more often. Now, if I do straight optical from the Xbox One to the mix amp that comes with the A50, I do not have that issue. An HDMI audio to my receiver, I don't have that issue. It's just with the headset. It's as if possibly this box is too much for the Xbox One. And I say that because the PS4, PS3, and 360 are fine. They can handle the 5.1 optical audio from this, coming from the HDMI to that. So it's only the Xbox One that's having that problem. So it's not this, it's not anything else, but it is the Xbox One. I could have a defective Xbox One, or it could be the Xbox One just can't handle doing something like that. So in my case, if I can't really get through Xbox support and find out, like, it's my console or whatever, and I kind of don't want to go through the hassle, another option, and this could work for others as well, is buying an optical switch. So I can have it to where I'm having all additional cables hooked up everywhere. So not only HDMI to the receiver to get the audio, but optical from each source to go into an optical switch that then goes into, not this, but the mix amp. So the reason why I'm thinking of going ahead and doing that with the Xbox is because my PC, even though I'm running HDMI, I don't think my graphics card is actually shooting out the Dolby Digital 5.1. I could be wrong. But I have an Asus Sabertooth. It has the optical out. I'm thinking of actually getting the switch so I can have the optical from my PC and from my Xbox. The reason it's not too big on a big deal on my PC though is I have my PC hooked up to my TV to play like third-person action games, but most of the time I'm using my PC to play an RTS or an FPS that is better with the mouse and keyboard controls. So anyway, that is how I have my setup. Hopefully that helps you figure out what you're going to do. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And if you have maybe any suggestions, maybe another way of doing things, let me know. I think this would be a good resource for everyone to figure out how to hook up the A50, which is a fantastic headset. All right, well, thanks for watching.